What's up, everybody? Welcome to 3D Rivals, your first line of defense against stupid movies. My name is DJ, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, my sister Dory,
What's up?
my friend Dan,
What's going on? I didn't know I was second.
no, and my brother Derek. I just come up
What's
with
up,
it on the
everybody?
fly.
Okay, well, see, you usually do me last, so like I'm.
Yeah, I
prepared
don't
to be
know.
last.
It just be random. I'm like, this person. Maybe I'm not gonna do Dory first one day.
Okay.
That's probably not a good idea because I mean, it's like you should probably do siblings and then friend. Don't do sibling then friend and another sibling.
No,
Throws off stuff.
I'm sorry, my bad.
Throws everything off.
All right, well, this week we're talking about The Fugitive 2, The Electric Boogaloo. No, U.S. Marshals.
What
Wow.
the heck? Electric Boogaloo. You just mixed that up.
That's the first thing I thought of. I'm sorry. Yeah,
Okay.
U.S. Marshals, which is just The Fugitive again.
It's the sequel to The Fugitive.
Yeah,
It is.
Yeah.
it should be called The Fugitive again.
Another one? That's what it's called. The Fugitive. Another one? With a question mark at the end.
So yeah, this was the movie, of course, starring Tommy Lee Jones. This time with Wesley Snipes.
Oh yes, Wesley Snipes.
I was like,
Yes,
what?
Wesley Snipes.
He was
and-
questioning like, was that Wesley Snipes?
Well, the first time I saw him, I was like, that's Wesley Snipes.
Really?
And then I was
Just
like,
anybody else?
that is Wesley Snipes, right?
It's the 90s.
Yeah.
Your only two options was like Wesley Snipes or Denzel Washington. It's
Yeah,
definitely not
that's true.
Denzel Washington.
And Robert Downey Jr.
Yes, who is weird looking.
Robert Jr. Downey.
Yeah,
He's ain't
yeah.
on facial hair and he looks like really young.
Yeah, he looks weird without facial hair.
He looks really weird without facial hair.
He needs his Tony Stark going on right
He
there.
was also really young though.
He was like mad young.
Yeah.
Still,
He had that baby face going on.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, I was
He
like,
only didn't
wow.
like it because of his appearance now. But if you would never seen Iron Man, you'd be like, oh, okay, yeah. Robert
You
Jr.
might be
Downey.
right, but see, Iron Man is how I know him. Like, I didn't know his works before this.
Yeah, I didn't either. I mean, I've heard of Robert Downey Jr., but I hadn't watched anything else.
Yeah, and I know he was like, on, the path to being like a world superstar famous, but I didn't know nothing about that. So my introduction to Robert Downey Jr., even though I knew the name, was Iron Man.
So that's how he looks.
So that's how he looks to me.
Yeah.
And in this movie, I was just like, I can't get with it.
Apparently, has an album too,
Doing what?
singing.
What?
Singing?
He has a
Oh
hoodlum.
no.
Can he sing?
He's singing.
I don't know. I haven't listened to that.
They're like,
Is this
like,
recent?
can he really sing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Scarlett Johansson has an album too.
Yes, that I knew.
Yeah, a lot of them are.
What about that other girl? Don't she got an album too?
Who?
Gwyneth Paltrow. Whatever.
No,
Don't she do something?
does she?
She probably does.
I'm not listening to anything from Gwyneth Paltrow.
Now, her, I would definitely believe she has.
I would believe it, but no, I would never.
Gotta give her a chance. Now, come on, man. If you got talent, then sure, I'll listen to it. I don't care
Look,
who you are.
Gwyneth Paltrow, excellent actress. I think she's cool and all, but she's just one giant weirdo. That is a one big weirdo.
Yeah, she's weird.
Really?
I mean,
I think the level of weirdness is in the eye of the beholder.
everyone's beholding that weirdness.
Yeah, everyone can see her weirdness. Okay. We all should have got hip to it when she named her kid Apple. Okay, that's what we should have realized.
Well, didn't Michael Jackson name his kid like
That
airplane?
wasn't his that,
Tailpipe
Blanket?
or something?
That wasn't his real name.
Blanket.
That's not his real name. Blanket was his nickname.
His name is Michael, isn't it?
Michael Jr.
Oh,
Yeah, it's Michael Jr.
there you go.
What about Kanye's kid? North.
Yeah, that's a bad
That
name.
was just to be funny.
Well,
It's kind of mean to make a joke of your own kid's name, but
Northwest.
plus, I think North is a name though. Like
Not
it's
if
not
your
the
last
first
name is
kid.
West.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's also a direction.
Yeah,
Northwest.
Your kid. I mean, your last name is West.
Should have named him Wild.
Oh my gosh. Look, it don't matter
Oh,
because none of these kids will ever
his,
get a
then
job.
his middle name
so
would
it
need to be
doesn't matter.
Wild.
Yeah, Wild.
First
Wild.
and middle name Wild. Wild West.
No.
Wow.
See, we don't have a last name that I couldn't do that with my
Nope.
kids.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
So, Yes, U.S. Marshals, with Wesley Snipes and Robert Downey Jr. Surprisingly,
And Tommy Lee Jones.
And
Tommy Lee Jones. Yes, of course, the star. And yeah, it's The Fugitive
It is
again.
literally just The Fugitive. Like they didn't do anything different.
Yeah, I mean, like I didn't hate watching it. I had a fun time, but
I was just
the same
like,
movie.
did we need to have another vehicle that crashes so that he can get away?
Yeah, this time it was a plane.
Right, like, okay, so you made it bigger because it's a plane instead of a train this time around. You know, it's like the guy gets, I mean, look, this movie's like 30 years old. If you haven't seen it, too bad. The guy gets framed for a crime he didn't commit, you know, so now they got to chase him down.
But this time he's a secret agent.
Yeah, but it was literally like the same movie. Like, I'm all down for like...
He did actually kill those guys, but it just wasn't in cold blood like they said initially.
Yeah, I think self-defense is kind of iffy on that, but it wasn't murder.
I couldn't tell what was going on, really. It was like, that looks like self-defense, and I was like, I don't know what happened. It is,
because those are... My thing is, you see those guys, you know they're agents, right?
Yeah.
So, like, so you shot and killed a cop, basically. That's not something...
But they were trying to kill him.
Were they trying to kill... He was only supposed to intercept the exchange between him and, what's his name, Chin?
Yeah.
So did he have to kill him, or were they going in shoot to kill?
Maybe, I don't know.
It was unclear.
It was very unclear. I wasn't sure. Like, that whole thing, I just accepted it in the movie. I was like, okay, well, it was self-defense. Because I was like, I don't know.
Maybe it wasn't straight up murder, but self-defense didn't seem like a stretch. But, yes.
The guy that popped through the door on him had a gun on him. And he got past the door and he had the gun on him kind of behind him. You can't really tell who that is.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's like, as a trained agent, he gonna react the way he was trained.
Yeah.
They should have known that too.
Okay, before realizing that they're actually government agents.
Yeah.
That still makes them guilty.
Yeah, I think so.
It's still self-defense, though.
It's self-defense still.
Because if a person comes at you with a gun, whether you know what it is or not, it's self-defense.
Okay.
I'm not going to mention it because of controversy, but like certain situations that happen when you kick through somebody's door and then claim that, you're shooting at them because they have a gun at you. Technically, the homeowner is still self-defense if they don't know that you're police, So,
right. You kick through their door. You are where you're not supposed to be.
All right. So two guys come up on you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. I felt like this movie would have started better if he was actually guilty. Like, because...
we didn't need another innocent person.
We didn't need another innocent person.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I mean, like, you should have just, I don't know, named it The Fugitive. If you were just going to remake The Fugitive.
Yeah, it should have been The Fugitive, too.
Yeah.
Maybe just make it an anthology series, and it's just him constantly going after
innocent
fugitives.
People?
Yeah. Oh, no, and not innocent people.
Well,
we need an actual fugitive.
He's the one U.S. Marshal. He always run into the innocent guy.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, they kind of gave it away super early in the movie. Like, I mean, you probably figure before this, but as soon as Robert Downey Jr. got himself out of handcuffs with the glasses, you're like, okay, so now Wesley Snipes is a secret agent. Robert Downey Jr. is bad. It was clear as day. I don't know if anyone was surprised by the ending of this.
I don't know how you.
I mean, they probably weren't surprised that he was bad, but I mean, just the overall intentions of all of them, like what actually was going on. It's like, all right, he's bad. That's one thing, but like, how is he bad? Like, what is he doing that he wasn't supposed to be doing? How many people are involved? I think that was a little bit, kind of sprinkled in there, which was decently done, in my opinion. But
I think they kind of choreographed like you not being able to trust Robert Downey Jr. From the very beginning.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think like the glass thing did it. And it's either you made it seem like, well, Wesley Snipes is obviously more than what he seems, because why can you do that? Or, RDJ is just, a bad guy. Like, it just felt like one of those things should not have been in the movie. To kind of keep the level of suspense. If you're at the end of the movie, you're going to reveal like, oh, he's the traitor.
Yeah. But then, I don't know, at the end of the movie, it was kind of like, it kept being like stories can only be corroborated by one person. Mm-hmm. Like, old dude died, and he was the only person that could say that Robert Downey Jr. shot him. Like, okay.
Well, was he the only person?
Oh, Wesley Snipes never said it, did he?
I don't.
Oh, wait, no. Yeah, no, there was an old guy in the room.
Yes.
They didn't interview him.
He wasn't an invalid. He could obviously say that this dude shot him.
Yeah.
Because remember, he was able to tell him.
Did he see that, though? Did he see
Yes,
that?
he was watching
in
them
the
fight the
room.
entire time.
Maybe he was like behind the wall and he couldn't like wheel himself over fast enough to actually
were
see
in
that
the
Robert Downey
same
Jr. took
room.
that shot.
Nah, he saw him.
He
He
saw
saw him
him.
because they opened the door and he shot.
Yeah.
So it wasn't. How did they not interview the old guy? You would have talked to him.
Okay. All right. I was gonna say this. So, I guess we're gonna sprinkle in some nitpicks and movie facts while we're talking
Okay,
about.
I'm gonna save my biggest nitpick for the end, though.
Okay. So I read somewhere and I was really trying to verify it, but I've only seen it in one spot. The original cut of the movie had Wesley Snipes as guilty, where he really was selling secrets to the Chinese. And he was working with that Barrow guy, the guy who died at the cemetery.
Okay.
They were working together. The two agents were sent there to stop him, and he kills, and the two agents dies. So the guy does frame Wesley Snipes with the fingerprints, basically to make him the scapegoat so that he can get away clean, and everyone's looking at him.
Okay.
Robert Downey Jr. was not the traitor.
Probably would have made for a better movie.
And I feel like it makes more sense this way. So they end up having to reshoot scenes to make Robert Downey Jr. guilty at the end. And I think that's where it goes to, is like him shooting, like when he's in the room with the old guy, like that doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that? I feel like all the stuff with the gun, I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, what are you doing? And I think it's because they had to reshoot scenes to make him guilty.
Yeah.
When that's not how the movie was originally written.
Yeah. But yeah, you know what? That was dumb, Robert Downey Jr. to shoot the agent. That was stupid. Because if he came in, you could have just like stopped, not killed Wesley Snipes at that point, and you'd be like, they would have talked to him. What's wrong with you? Why are you like you can't shoot him? You know.
Because here's the thing: no one would have believed at that moment. No one would have believed that Wesley Snipes wasn't guilty. He had no way of proving that he wasn't.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why he ran. Because he was like, I can't be caught because he knows I have no way out of this. I'm not going to talk my way out of it. So that's why he had to run.
He had no way. You didn't have to shoot the the agent.
Yeah. There was no. Yeah. He would have been better off not shooting him.
Yep.
But does Robert Downey's character seem like the kind of guy that would think that? Because it seems like the more the movie going on and the longer, oh boy, Wesley Snipes was free, the more frustrated Robert Downey Jr. got because it was supposed to happen fast. They had already found out that dude had gloves on, so they didn't really get his fingerprints. They already found out that there's something else to the story. And you can see Robert Downey Jr.'s face, and they're like, oh, man, they're starting to get to us. And they went to New York and had that whole spiel. So I feel like at this point, he's like real frustrated. He's like, you know, I just got to get rid of this guy before they find out more. So when dude walked in the door, he kind of just made a split-second decision and pulled the trigger. I feel like that's what he was thinking. Like, not
So
this whole,
acting,
you know.
yeah. So being frustrated about the whole situation, so now he's not thinking clearly about it because it's just like this is being dragged out.
And going on longer than they wanted it to go on.
Yeah. Well, it's still stupid.
Yeah, it's still
I
stupid.
mean, if you have no way to
now.
prove it, just let him go to jail.
Yeah.
You don't
Like,
need to
he
kill
can't
him.
prove it, yeah.
Right. Y'all wanted him to be the scapegoat anyway. Just let him go to jail.
Yeah, like the whole assassination attempt on the airplane, like...
Yeah, this whole thing could have been avoided if y'all just let him go to jail and didn't try to kill him.
because he had no way to prove it. Dumb.
Yeah, it was real dumb.
I agree.
Yeah. I don't know. Not much else happened in this movie. It's kind of just...
I mean, that's the basic of it, right? He gets arrested.
Mhm.
He escapes. They chase him down.
Try to save his girl.
Yeah.
You got a problem with that, Dory?
Well, yeah.
Look, this was in my nitpick, but we're gonna talk about it now. Like, okay, so they're in the cemetery, and he's trying to escape with her, and then she couldn't climb up that wall.
Yeah, that was weird. I'm like, you
She's doing
can
those
jump.
she's doing those little bunny hops. Like, what are you doing? Jump,
I mean, she had a skirt on. She didn't want to get exposed.
Man,
Are we
pull your
running?
skirt up and jump.
I'm like, am I running for my life or not? Like,
Yeah, I'm not worried about anybody looking at my undies.
First of all, like, why'd you choose to wear such a short dress?
Yeah, you knew you were going to be like. First of all, you were going to be the escape car for your fugitive boyfriend. Why were you in a dress? How about you wear like a tank top and some joggers or something?
Right, and a pair of.
I don't remember her having on pants the whole movie.
I don't think she.
The whole movie she had on a
did.
skirt and a dress
That's
or
weird.
something.
She worked at Starbucks.
Yeah.
Did it? She did.
Yeah.
I
Where
mean, I
did
was
he
like,
get Saks Fifth Avenue money from?
I don't know. Yeah, working at Starbucks.
Yeah, and he was a tow truck driver.
Right.
Maybe.
But
Oh,
he
that's
did,
right.
he did have that
was
stash,
guilty
though. He did have that
originally.
stash, though. So,
Yeah.
yeah. There ain't no telling
Also,
where he was pulling
I
their
was
money
like,
from.
Starbucks existed in '98. Man, I
In New
didn't
York.
realize that. Oh, in New York. Okay.
I don't think it was here. If there was, it was like one.
I was like, I don't remember Starbucks back then. But
Now we have a Starbucks on every corner.
Yeah,
multiple.
literally every corner.
It's just
Yes.
too many.
They all be packed.
The Starbucks across the street from each other.
Man.
Yeah.
Dunkin' Donuts about to be the next one.
It's
There's
just
Dunkin' Donuts on every
now.
corner.
Yeah, it's just Dunkin'.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
Their
just
their
Dunkin'
sign
now.
is just Dunkin'. It looks stupid.
It's so dumb. Like, look, we get you something more than donuts. You could have left the donuts in
No,
the
but
name.
everyone's simply. You notice like everybody's simplifying their logos, and it's getting kind of annoying. It looks dumb.
Yeah.
These
It's
like,
like
super
childish.
simplistic logos. No, God,
I don't know.
Mr.
Not gonna
Logos.
stop. It's not gonna stop.
Soon there's just gonna be lines.
Yep.
You got to figure out what line is what store.
Probably.
Yeah. So. Yeah, no, like it was the same thing. Him just traveling around trying to prove his innocence, just like the fugitive, and them chasing after him.
Yeah, so I feel like in this one, he really didn't do anything. You know how, like, in The Fugitive, Harrison Ford was, like, doing detective work. You could, like, follow his path on how he figured out he wasn't guilty.
Yeah.
We didn't really get that in this
Yeah.
movie. It was like, eventually the guy was just like, okay, yeah, we framed you. And that was it.
Yeah, he didn't get any information, and honestly, he didn't look like he was trying to save himself because when he finally got to the one agent, he basically was like, "Oh, it was you did it," and
Yeah.
stuff. And I'm like, "Well, you need to get this information to clear your own name."
Yeah.
Like if it wasn't for Tommy Lee Jones, you would have just gone to jail.
Well, anyways, I feel like, shouldn't he kind of be in jail anyways? Because, like, he kidnapped those people in the truck.
Yeah.
He definitely shot at Newman before RDJ killed him. Like,
And
he
definitely
fired
shot
at
Tommy Lee Jones.
and he
did
shot Tommy
shoot-
Lee Jones.
He did shoot him, yes. Even
Yeah,
like you
definitely
can
so.
argue, oh, he knew he had a vest on, but that's still assault
But
with a
still,
deadly
Still assault.
weapon.
That's attempted murder or something.
That is.
And, like, he shot at Newman. The only thing that stopped Newman from getting killed was the glass door when they were before he went up to the old man's apartment.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking that like when they were chasing him and like you shoot, I'm like in these police chases, you're shooting at each other. I'm like, you do know that you're gonna kill the other person, right? Not the bad guy,
Yeah.
well, obviously, but like you do know you're gonna kill him. Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, so I think that leans more to me leaning towards that what the article I read was true. That
Yeah.
he was originally supposed to be guilty.
it kind of makes sense because he didn't really have a story.
No.
It should have been, yeah, because at the end they were just going to run. He wasn't trying to clear his name. He was
just-
trying to go
yeah,
run.
he's like, I'm out.
because-
And, like, he...
Well, okay, question. Because you have the cemetery scene.
Yeah.
Why did he even go to the guy like, oh, I got to go to the person that framed me? If you were just going to run, they had a plan and everything, right? They had the passports and the thing on the boat. Why did you even go there?
Yeah.
Just get your girl the passports and go.
Because that guy didn't help you any. Like, he's like, okay, we planted your fingerprints, but it was like you weren't going to go to the cops with that or nothing. It didn't make any sense.
It didn't make any sense. You should have just
Still
ran.
thing. I just gotta tell this guy that I know, beat him up and then
I
run.
feel like that was mainly just for the audience.
It had to be because I'm like,
Could've
now that I think about it, it's like you didn't even have a plan to clear your name. So
Yeah.
like, why did you even go there?
Yeah. Well, why? Like, my thing is, okay, with all the stuff going down, why would a guy choose to make a drop right now? Wouldn't you say, like, let's hold off until we get this thing cleared up? What was his name? Mark or
Oh
something?
yeah.
Like, why would you do a drop right now when the heat is on you?
I don't know. Maybe China wanted the drop done.
Man, I gotta tell you, y'all gotta chill out.
And then I was like, okay, are they Chinese? Because there was stuff. The one report was for the defense of South Korea, and the bullets was Korean from the guy, but everybody was Chinese. I'm like, I'm confused. Who's doing what here?
I think they were selling South Korean defensive stuff to the Chinese.
Okay. Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense. Wait, why wouldn't you just sell American stuff to the? Because
South Korea is our ally.
Yeah.
So then, if we help China beat South Korea,
why we wouldn't help China beat?
That's
South
why
Korea.
it was illegal. He was selling stuff to the Chinese about South Korea.
Oh, he was selling information.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
No, still doesn't.
I don't know.
Okay.
It still kind of doesn't make sense because as China, why would you attack South Korea? Like, that's just World War III. Like, that's why nothing happens in that area.
Whatever. They wanted the information and it got sold to them.
Okay, all right.
That part I didn't really care about.
I don't know. It kind of had to. I need to know why he's a fugitive. Like,
yeah, I kind of didn't like the characters in this movie. It's like how I know we keep comparing it to The Fugitive, and I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, it is a fugitive too, Electric Boogaloo.
It's like I know, but I just feel like how like I liked Richard Kimball, you know what I mean, and I was like a part of that journey of him like trying to prove his innocence.
Mm-hmm.
I really could care less about Wesley Snipes in this movie.
Yeah, they didn't make you care about that character. Well, yeah, because with Kimball, it was like, he didn't kill his wife, and you're like, man, you don't want him to go to jail for killing his wife.
You're like hoping he gets away.
Yeah.
And in this one, I was just like, they could kill him for all I care. I don't know.
Besides the fact that we didn't understand what he was going to jail for anyway.
Yeah.
So
also, I don't like bald Wesley Snipes. Yeah.
It does look weird.
Yeah.
That was weird too.
Oh, what about long, luscious locks, Wesley Snipes? How do I feel about that?
Oh yeah.
Oh no, that disguise.
I thought that was dope.
It was very
Still got to braid it
disturbing.
though.
Wasn't everything brown? Like,
Yeah,
his hair
I
was
was
brown.
like-
Wasn't he wearing a brown suit?
Yeah.
Like, it was just too much.
That suit looked too big. I was like, this is weird. Looks weird.
That suit was definitely too big. It was way too big.
Yeah, but at least it's better than that other disguise when he just put on that hat. Like, we was like I still know it's you.
Like, yeah, you still look like Wesley Snipes.
Just now you're wearing a hat.
I don't know if you're Wesley Snipes and you're wanted, you should probably just get plastic surgery because I don't like.
Yeah, nobody else looks like you.
Yeah.
We're gonna see you. It's like, yeah, that's Wesley Snipes. Even with your luscious locks, I can still tell.
That was a horrible disguise.
Oh, it was so bad.
Yeah. All right, I've got nothing else. Are we gonna pick some nicks, or you got interesting movie facts?
I have some movie facts. Apparently, there's not a lot on the internet about this movie. I'm guessing a lot of people didn't really care.
Wow.
So, how do we feel about Samuel L. Jackson in that role?
What?
Nah, Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson. You got a mouthful of soup.
I don't know about Sam. No.
It would have definitely been more entertaining. I'm getting him from Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been entertaining, sure.
It would have been entertaining, sure.
I just
but
watching.
But I feel like it's a waste of Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, but
yeah.
watching, man, I don't know what is wrong with me right now. Watching this, I kind of felt like I'm not sure if I like Wesley Snipes as an actor.
No. I've never been a fan of Wesley Snipes.
But I was just like, man, I just wonder if they could have put someone else in that role if I'd have liked it better. Like, who do you replace him with?
I mean, no, I would say no because it's not like Wesley Snipes ruined the movie.
It's just such an empty role.
Yeah, it just feels empty. Yeah, that's why I say I don't want Samuel L. Jackson because.
Yeah, but maybe have someone who could add a little more charisma to it.
I dare you. I
I
double
mean,
dare you.
Double dare you.
um. Okay.
Just a thought. I mean, you're right. It was weak. So maybe you can't do nothing about that. All right, random movie facts. So they actually leased a 727 airplane so that they can crash the plane. They built a miniature road for it. They built like a miniature models for it. So when they sink it into the water, so basically it was all practically done. And
Yeah, I figured it was practical. Well, we've seen CGI from the era. And we don't want to see a CGI plane.
we do not.
Not
Yeah,
again.
so-
All right, and plus they crashed the train in The Fugitive, right? So
yes, they crashed the real train, so they crashed the real plane this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for the transport plane, like all the stuff in there, the leg restraints, the doors, the locking system, all of that, completely made up. So the director was like, "Oh, I'm gonna look at a prison transport plane, see what it looks like. It's a regular old plane." And he's like, "Well, that's disappointing." So then,
Yeah, I was thinking because like when the little oxygen masks came down,
yeah,
I was like,
Oxygen
but
mask
they
on.
can't.
but
They
they're
can't
chained
put
up.
because they're chained up. They can't put it on, and I was like, somehow I feel like this would go down badly in real life. Like people are definitely going to be upset about this.
Yeah, well, think about it. He had to leave
Yeah.
2 people behind.
Yeah, because they were trapped underwater, drowning.
Yeah.
Because you had them hooked in. I was like, yeah, this is a bad look, man. It's a
Yep.
bad look. So that's not how it works.
It's not a thing at all. He made it all up. I mean, good for your imagination, but yeah.
Do we transport prisoners on planes?
I was wondering, like, wouldn't we just drive him?
Yeah, he was going to New York, right?
Yeah. I feel
Yeah.
like
Driving
you
LaGuardia.
just drive.
on a bus.
Yeah. I was like wondering, like, is this a thing? I don't think it is.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not.
Well, that's why it looked like a regular plane, because the police were like, if we had to, we'd just
Yeah.
put them on a plane.
Yeah, I just feel like if it ever came to that, it'll be yeah. Okay, so I already spoiled my last one, which is about how the original cut wasn't.
He wasn't supposed to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because the audience wanted Tommy Lee Jones to go after another innocent person. Stupid.
Are we sure the audience wanted that? Who said the audience wanted
They
that?
said the test audience, that's what they wanted.
Oh,
Oh,
the
the
test
test
audience.
on.
Yeah.
Who were these people?
I don't know. I don't know who the test audience is, and can I get on that?
But somebody was like, "Hey, I want it to be the same as the first movie." That's like that's so stupid.
Like, I don't even know why you would want that. Like, why would you want a movie where the guy, Samuel Gerard, he only chases innocent people?
Also, like, yeah, it's been done already.
Wait a minute. Did he do the same thing in Double Jeopardy?
Yes.
Yes, he did, because she was
Yeah.
innocent, and he couldn't go after her because she already served the time for the crime.
It had already
so
been
she
jeoparded.
could technically kill her husband.
Because she already went to jail for killing her husband.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Man.
and that's why you don't fake your death and pin it on your spouse, because then they could really kill you.
Yeah, that's why. That's why you don't do it.
I mean, among other moral reasons.
Right.
Yeah.
Among other reasons not to commit murder.
I haven't seen Double Jeopardy in a while. We should watch Double Jeopardy.
It is available. Or
Isn't it?
it used to be.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Which basically it's Fugitive 3.
Fugitive
Nah,
3.
I think he's in the FBI.
It's
in
a
this
fugitive
movie.
again.
Isn't he in the FBI in this movie? In that movie?
The fugitive. Why can't we hold on to our criminals?
Everyone gets away.
Why does everybody escape?
This time it's a woman.
Yeah, there you go. There's your change. First it was a white guy and a
Wait,
black guy.
no,
now a
technically
woman.
she didn't get away. No, she went to jail.
She went to jail.
Yeah,
But then,
and then she served her time and got out, and then found her
Discovered.
husband and planned on killing him. Which, fair enough, I guess. I don't know.
mean,
Still don't commit murder.
she was a woman on a mission, though. I'm not even mad at that.
Isn't that the woman she woke up in a casket or woke up buried or something like that?
No,
I
she
think was
woke
in,
up
like,
on
a
an
cemetery.
empty boat, didn't she?
Yeah, and that's where she was framed or something.
Yeah,
Like
like I think he like drugged her, so she wakes up and he's gone. Then they discover that he was dead. Do we need to watch this movie? We're just gonna
that.
explain
All
it
right,
all
I guess
now.
so.
Yeah, yeah. I think we. Yeah,
All right,
we should add this.
is it time to pick some nits?
Uh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
it is.
it's time to pick some nits. Wait, how does
Pick
melody
some
go?
dicks.
Do do do.
Something like that.
Something like
We
that. I
haven't
don't
really nailed
remember.
it
I
down.
don't
We haven't really
remember.
nailed it down.
We'll get
Yeah,
it.
we'll get it.
We get it. Yeah.
Get to picking these nits.
All right. So my first nitpick is no one knows how to use their brakes in their car. No one knows how to use brakes. Apparently, this whole movie could have not happened if someone just used their brakes. Like, I don't understand. So, like, okay, so the car crash happens because the one guy, he's on his phone and whatever, he almost rear ends a couple of people, right? I get him swerving.
Yeah.
I get. But what you do is, first action is foot on brake, then swerve since you're not going to stop in time. Either way, he would not have continued to drive onto oncoming traffic and whatnot. And then not only that, Wesley Snipes swerved out of the way to miss him, and he didn't hit his brakes. Does no one know how to use their brakes? I can't. I'm like, just put your foot on the brake pedal. Brake pedal.
It is.
My
New York.
thing is, if somebody's coming at you in oncoming traffic and they're the wrong way, beeping your horn does nothing. They're already coming at you.
Yeah.
So you can stop wasting time beating your horn, swerve, and like you said, use your brakes.
Yeah.
But beating your horn at this point does nothing.
I
He already knows.
heard engine acceleration during that scene. Their feet
Yeah,
was
he did.
on
He
the
definitely
accelerator.
accelerated.
They
He
were in
definitely
New
accelerated.
York. He's probably not used to driving. You know.
I thought they were in
Oh,
Chicago. They
it's-
were in Chicago at that scene.
Yeah, that was
Oh, that was
Chicago.
Chicago?
Chicago.
Yeah, that was
Same
Chicago.
difference.
They're not used to
They
driving
framed
in
him in New
Chicago.
York.
Didn't know if you should hit your brakes in Chicago. I was like, it's Chicago. I don't know if brakes are a
It's
thing.
not a Chicago thing.
My
It's not a
brakes don't
Chicago
work
thing,
in
man.
Chicago.
Like I was hoping they were in New York because I'm like, New York's they drive crazy there.
Man,
Chicago, you never drive over 15 miles an hour.
that was
You
the
know,
first thing that entered my mind when I watched that scene. I was like, but why aren't you braking? Like, I don't understand.
then they don't have a crash scene.
Right, and then he doesn't get caught with a gun taped underneath his
also
dashboard.
yeah, so they looked him up because he had a gun, and then like when the cop was like, look at this, he has a gun, what I heard in my head was, this is America. Yeah, so does everyone. Everybody has a gun. Like, why are we?
But it is
It's illegal. In Chicago at that time, it was illegal.
Yeah, it
was
was
illegal?
illegal
Carry
to
a
have a
handgun.
concealed
Wow, I'm
weapon.
surprised there wasn't an uprising about Second Amendment rights or whatever.
It was a concealed weapon. There's a difference.
Yeah, we can't be concealed.
Yeah,
He's supposed to have it on his dashboard.
you probably
You're
can't
supposed to have it
drive
in your left hand, hanging out the window.
Yeah, I got my gun with me.
Like,
Look,
don't
I don't know
anything.
the
I got a
laws
gun.
of Illinois, but it's probably because the gun was in his car instead of like in his house or something.
Okay. Why were they searching under their dashboard? I don't know. I'm so
I was
confused.
just thinking, like, are you searching a car? This is a car accident.
Yeah,
Why
it's
are
a
you
car
searching his
accident. Why are
car?
you searching it? Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, you don't have a reason to search it.
It's, again, bad
Case
lawyers.
thrown out. Case thrown out.
Yeah.
Illegal search and seizure.
Yeah, where was his lawyer at?
He didn't
This
have
movie
one.
would've
Remember when
been
he asked
20
for one?
minutes long.
Yeah,
They
he
set
spent
him
too
up
much
real
money at
quick.
Saks Fifth Avenue.
Oh they never gave him one, and he asked for one too.
Oh, also, case thrown out again. Yeah, that's right. They didn't give
I
him
don't
one.
know.
Yeah.
They kept questioning him after he said he wants to talk
And
to
then
his...
just put him on a plane to New York.
Yeah, and then they put him on a plane to New York and say you get a lawyer during your defense trial or
Yeah,
something
that's not
like
even
that.
true. That you got to do a He has to get extradited from Chicago to New York.
Yeah.
You need a lawyer for that.
Yeah.
Yes,
Also, they didn't read him his rights. So
They did not. He, was not
he
permanently
didn't
around
even
that.
have to run. This case would have been out.
Yeah. Another thing. How did a guy not know that his handle on his glasses is missing?
Yeah, it was like a whole 2 days. This dude
like-
didn't know.
Like, come on, dude.
Like, I was thinking that too. I'm like, Wait, you didn't notice
And
the?
then he gets his glasses, notice that it's gone, and he just like, huh, and still put them on his face.
Yeah, like I would be like, man, when did I break my glasses? Oh yeah, it must be that one time that someone dropped it on the floor and handed me back. Like, if I break my glasses, I'm definitely like, how did this happen?
Yeah.
It costs too much money.
At first, it's not a nitpick anymore because I was like, how did he get that handle hidden? But I forgot
The
that he
cast.
had a cast.
I was
and
thinking that
like,
too because
okay.
I'm like, man, don't they check him? I was thinking like, where did he put it? Because they check everything.
Yeah.
But maybe
Yeah.
he doesn't go through an X-ray or something.
Well, I don't know. Like, I don't think he ever
Did everything else illegally. They're probably trying to rush him out to New York before they get caught.
Yeah, I was like, there was a lot of problems with what happened there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But as a government trained agent, wouldn't you know these laws? Like, wouldn't you be like, excuse me, I need a lawyer. I'm allowed a lawyer, this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
Those guys usually know the law pretty well.
Well, he wasn't
Like-
smart enough to use the brakes on his truck, so maybe
Yeah.
he wasn't smart enough
And
to
then,
get a
like,
lawyer either.
I don't know. I feel like who's his point man? That you call that guy, but like, yo, man, they trying to blame this on me?
Mm-hmm.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely something he did. He did not.
Obviously,
try
he
any of
didn't care to be innocent because he wasn't trying to look for it until he got caught. Like, right? He had escaped and living this whole other life with his.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't. What
another
kind of
thing,
accent this
too.
girl had? Was he French or something?
I
That
was
was
some
weird.
French, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah,
I'm
something
like
like that.
his French girlfriend
Name
and
was
whatnot.
Marie.
Yeah.
Also, secret agent guy. Hold on. I'm a secret agent, and I got framed for killing other secret agents. You know where I'm gonna move? Chicago. They'll never catch me there.
Because secret agents don't move to Chicago. Come on.
That doesn't make any sense. Especially like he obviously had like when he goes to that guy to pick up the weapon and the money or whatever, right? Like you have this stash. One, I feel like you should have a stash somewhere in your house or something. Like why I gotta go all the way to this cigar shop to grab my go bag? And then like your go plan is to move to Chicago?
Right.
Like
They were getting on a boat with passports to go somewhere else, right?
Like
You should have
been
done
there.
that when you were first were framed and you figured like there was no way to clear your name. You should have been out of the country.
Yeah, you should be in like Bolivia or something.
Yeah, somewhere where whoever sees you, like nobody's gonna go, because like his face wasn't out there, right? Because this was kind of an interior thing, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Black Ops.
Yeah.
Or-
Go to
Yeah, something like
somewhere in Scandinavia. I don't know.
He
Oh
might
no,
be recognized there.
no, he's black. Yeah.
Yeah.
France.
Yeah.
Don't go to Russia.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. They're no. They
I
won't
mean-
extradite him.
No, they won't. But yeah, so it doesn't matter. if
Isn't
they
that one
recognize
guy from the CIA in Russia?
Snowden?
Yeah.
Yes.
See,
Yes.
there you go. There you
But so
go.
Russia is okay.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
'Cause
not going to
Russia owns
extradite
it.
In
you.
Moscow,
We are not
they got a lot of
allies.
people in Moscow.
Yeah. So yeah, like you go to, I wouldn't pick Russia, but there's a bunch of countries that we don't have treaties with, and that's where you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, are we sure he's a spy? Because he's bad at it.
He's just not a good spy.
Yeah.
Apparently. No, they said he was the best, apparently. And I'm like, nah, I don't know. He doesn't seem too smart. I think if you're going to be a good spy, you have to be smart. Like, it kind of comes with the territory.
Should anyways.
I don't say so. Like Michael Weston.
Who?
Michael Weston from the Burn Notice. He was a
I
good spy.
hate that show.
Oh,
There's a
I
bunch of
definitely
bad actors
never
in that show.
watched the Burn Notice.
I look when I can't sleep. That's the show I watch. I've never
like that
made.
show.
I'm on like
I thought
season
that was.
3
I thought that
and
was
never seen a full
horrible.
episode.
I like that show.
I thought it was a horrible show. I couldn't stand it.
It's bad. It's not good. That girl,
I thought it was
she's super
pretty good.
annoying. It makes no sense.
What girl?
His girlfriend,
Oh, Fee? Oh, yeah.
the skinny one who looks
Yeah.
like she needs, an extra 10 pounds.
Oh, probably shouldn't tear her apart in public.
Oh, sorry.
Wow.
keep your opinions in.
I've never seen it, so.
Don't watch it. It's not great.
All right.
You should watch it and formulate your own opinion.
Or do that.
Okay. No, I'm not sure if I should.
Go
Now I'm
ahead, check it out.
curious,
Go
but
ahead,
then
check it out.
also. All right. Any other nits to pick?
Yeah. Okay. So when they on the plane could that guy who was supposed to kill him be more obvious?
Yeah, he's
About
like,
what his plan is.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot you. Hold on a second.
Like, first of all, like, why are you staring at him?
Yeah, like in the beginning, he turned around like,
oh, is that the guy I'm supposed to kill? Hold on, let me go get the gun.
He almost yelled it out. He's like, oh yeah, there he is. That's the man I'm supposed to shoot. Can I go to the bathroom?
Go to the bathroom to get my gun, my toilet paper gun.
Like, oh my goodness! And then he's coming back like fumbling. I'm like, just shoot him.
Yeah.
And then like, can that little gun really blow a hole into the?
That
side?
hole was huge.
So huge.
That hole.
No, the wind is what made it bigger.
Oh, it bust the window and then it. Planes
yeah,
gotta be built to.
Don't think
I mean, like,
that's a
okay,
thing.
No,
planes are
no.
really thin. That's true, but I think it's still like they gotta be built to handle.
Like a broken
you got
window.
you going thousands of miles an hour. No,
Yeah,
dude,
but
the
I
wind
don't
is
think
ripping
a
through.
broken window will
It ripped
rip
the
a
side
hole.
of the plane off.
Yeah, like I feel
Yeah.
like that's a lot. I don't think that's true.
Dude, that wind pressure is causing a lot of damage. I'm
To
sorry.
rip the side of the plane off. I don't believe it.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, how
I
fast
think so.
are tornado winds?
I don't know. Fast.
Only hundreds.
Really?
Yeah, so if you up there moving at that kind of speed, at that altitude, that wind is like whipping around up there.
I feel like we
it's
would have
like, yeah,
heard
I-
of something like this if that was true.
Yeah.
Like I'm not
I
saying.
mean, a plane is aluminum. A plane is lightweight, so it ain't got like the heaviest materials up there anyway.
Yeah,
'cause it
I
has to
still think
fly.
it's engineered to
Yeah, but,
not
like,
have a
it's-
side because you got to think about it. If you get a small hole, if a whole side of the plane comes out, that's
Yeah.
more people dead.
Like,
It's
yeah,
got to
it's
be
light-
But
engineered.
he
Wait.
shot a window though. Once that whole window was open, there's a lot of wind getting in that window.
But I'm not saying like look, there could be a lot of pressure. I'm not saying someone can't get sucked out because we know that's a thing that can
Yeah,
happen.
it can happen.
What I'm saying is I don't think it will rip a hole into the side of the plane.
I think it would.
I'm not buying it.
If you
No.
start with a
Because
window
how many
size
times
hole,
have you seen where it's
Yeah.
like they've
Okay.
got a little hole in the plane, and then it makes it hard to fly for a second, but then once
can
it
balance it out.
equalizes,
Exactly.
it's fine.
Like someone got it ripped out of a plane. The whole side of the plane didn't come off.
Otherwise, when you open the plane door, which you got to do in order to parachute out, but you open it. Oh no, it's a lot of wind.
Exactly.
Oh no, the side of the plane came off.
Exactly.
So yeah, no, I'm gonna say no on that one.
I feel like there are certain parts of the plane where you could do that. Like around the door, I would imagine. it'd
Oh,
be
the
some
door's
kind
fine,
of-
but they don't have the windows
Right,
fortified.
like the wind,
No,
the
it's
door's
a
like
window.
3 times as big as the window.
No. I think
It's
the
a
window
window.
is just as dangerous as the door. Why wouldn't they fortify it?
Yeah. No, I'm not buying it.
Because they're not expecting to open all these windows. That's why they have exit ports at certain parts of the plane.
I'm not buying it.
Nah, I don't think the side of the plane comes off.
It doesn't. No way.
I think it does.
I'm gonna
I
find
think it
something
does.
on the History Channel about this, and we're gonna get back to you.
Yeah.
I don't think that happens.
I'm
shall.
pretty
We
sure
shall
a window
table it.
has been blown out of a plane before.
Someone has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what happened after?
The side of the plane stayed intact.
Yeah.
How do you know that? Because we don't even know of any cases, so we don't know what happened. Do we?
Oh, I think Dory does know of a case.
Okay, go ahead,
Wasn't
Dory.
there a Southwest flight recently in the last few years where a lady got sucked out of a window?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I
Might have to look that up. But yeah, we'll figure it out. Anyhow, also when they landed, I'm like, okay, planes can land on roads, usually highways. I'm pretty sure they could have found a highway where they were. Because was the plane just like descending constantly? They couldn't glide to a
It's
highway.
like, oh, we found this road, but then it wasn't long enough.
Well, but they had a whole lot of time to research that. It was like, oh, there's a road. We got to put it down.
Because the
thing that I didn't
road's
get,
got to
though,
be
was that
wide
the
enough
fact
to
that they
hold
were-
the plane.
I mean, yeah, that's why when they found it on the map, I was like, do we know how wide this road is before we put this plane down on it? But
Because looking
but
at it
then
after the fact,
it
I was
feels
like, I don't
when
think
he-
that road can hold a plane.
Yeah, it was like they found like a little back side street or something.
Like,
Yeah, which had to be like on the side of like a hill or a mountain.
there's
I
no
mean,
way the plane tried
once
to
they
land
came
on
to
that.
that curve,
Yeah.
it's like then dude was surprised when he saw like telephone poles and trees. I'm like, well,
Well, yeah.
nobody did any research about where this road was. So I mean, you could have landed on
Also,
anything.
where was air traffic control? Wouldn't they tell them where to
They
land?
would have told him, this guy like pulls out a map. We can land here.
You know, it's like air traffic control would be like, you're here, bank this way and land over here, probably on a highway, because that would be the better option to land on than some side street that your plane can't fit on. So that was.
I feel like apparently, according to the movie, these guys
That
were
was
just on
not
their own.
that was not a smart decision to make.
Yeah.
Also, that crash was ridiculous.
It was so extra. Okay, to get back to this plane thing. A window blew out on the Southwest. This happened 3 years ago.
Okay,
A window blew out. A hole did not get created in the airplane.
it was just the window.
Just the window.
Okay,
And someone did die, unfortunately.
I got sucked out of the window.
Yes. Partially. But whatever,
Well,
that's not.
Oh, partially.
Ooh, that's good.
Oh no.
Wait,
I
what?
mean, they got crunched.
Yeah.
What do you mean partially?
Does it matter?
Yeah, it's probably grim.
Yes,
Yeah,
I don't want to go
Like,
into
what do
details.
you mean partially?
This lady lost her life.
Yeah, she died. It's
doesn't
fine.
matter.
It's okay. It's unfortunate. I would not
Like,
want that to happen.
Part of her body got sucked out, and like part of it didn't.
Does it matter?
So
The point of the story was that a window can break
now
on a plane.
I'm always going to take the middle aisle on a plane.
I never sip out a window.
What? Okay, the odds of a plane crashing are very slim.
I was talking about the
Compared to
crash.
crashing in
That
a car.
plane didn't
Okay,
crash.
it doesn't matter. But if I crash in a car, I can walk away from that. I crash in a plane, you're pretty much dead.
If the plane crashes, you're probably dead.
That's what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
think everybody's
Plane
walking
crashes,
away
I'm
from a
dead.
car accident.
I'm walking away from a car accident. I don't know about everybody else.
I walked away from mine.
Are you sure?
Real talk.
Depends on how you crash.
Look, I gotta.
I mean,
It doesn't really depend on how the plane crashes, because
That's-
most of the
That's
time
what
it's
I'm
good.
saying. Like, I have a higher chances of surviving a car crash than I do a plane crash. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Or
but the
you could
likelihood
be
of
like
crashing a
that
car is
beast of
way
a
higher than
girl
crashing
that
a
was
plane.
in that plane
And
crash,
she's the only one that survived.
and she landed in the jungle.
What is the chances of that being me?
Yo, she was a beast. That's all I have to say. I don't know how she survived, but she survived.
Maybe she was trained. People survive in the jungle all the time.
Okay.
Yes, but the point was that a plane crashed
Yeah.
and 100-something people died, but her.
But her, yeah, she was the only one that lived. When she found her mother's seat with her mother still in it while she was walking in the jungle.
Yeah,
So,
messed up.
Yeah,
Yeah, that does suck.
yeah, kind of bad, kind of bad.
But
She was strapped
statistics
in
are
the
statistics.
entire
We're all
time,
kind of
so
left here.
I
huh?
guess the seatbelt saved her.
I don't know how she made it.
I don't know how she
People
survived
say
the
to her,
fall. She didn't have a parachute, so
You know how they say you can use your seat as a floaty, so maybe you could just use
float
that
in the
to-
air.
Like in the water. Not gonna float through the air.
So maybe it's like the same thing.
Yeah. I've only been on a plane twice,
No.
so
I've been on
and it's
planes
been a
bunch of times.
decade
I
since
love it.
then.
I freaking love it.
I don't like.
It's kind of boring.
Best
It's
way to
like
travel.
riding a bus, but you're in the air.
I was gonna say the same thing. They're greyhounds that fly.
Yeah, like-
they're not great.
At first, it was my first time,
Yeah,
and I'm
you get
like,
to
"Oh
see
my
all that
goodness!" And then
scenery,
we got
looking
up
out the
to
window,
altitude, and I
be
was like,
above
"Wow,
the
this is
clouds and all that, man. It's cool.
It doesn't even look like anything. It's just clouds.
it's just clouds. You can't see anything."
You're
just-
literally
Yeah.
not
So you see
seeing
all
it.
above all the clouds. It just feels like you're like floating there. That's probably why I
It
fall
doesn't
asleep
feel
all
like
the
you're
time. But
floating
yeah,
there. It feels like you're on a bus.
Yeah, I was like, "It feels like I'm driving on the air."
it definitely doesn't feel like you're on a bus.
Yes,
It just does.
It does
Yes,
not.
does.
Buses are rolling over bumps and everything.
Oh,
There's
really?
turbulence.
Have you experienced turbulence? It's not fun.
Turbulent.
It's not
Y'all
fun.
must have had some horrible pilots. Because when I went out to Las Vegas, dude went up even higher than he was supposed to, and we got there like
Nah, don't
20,
go higher
30
than you're
minutes
supposed to.
sooner than we were
No,
supposed
I
to
mean,
get
he
there.
just
He
got a
was-
good airstream. He didn't
booking
go
it.
up higher.
He went up higher.
How would you
He
know?
was-
Were you
Wouldn't that
looking
take
at the
longer?
thing?
Booking it.
Wouldn't it take longer?
He was booking it
He
out
hit a
that way.
good
No,
airstream.
he can get there faster for sure. I've gotten the place faster. I mean, he flew up higher.
By flying.
By flying higher. That
No, yes, I've been on a plane and we got there before the listed destination time. That is possible.
Yes. And he was booking it.
That's because of wind.
I mean,
Yes.
booking. Well, how do planes fly, Darren? By
They-
wind.
Yeah, but the
Exactly.
pilot can't control the wind.
We're just saying that.
He's booking
He can
it.
control the speed of the plane. They don't just put the plane in the air and turn it off.
Oh my god.
They put the plane in the air and they don't do anything until they reach the next airport.
Basically.
No, they don't have to.
So he wasn't
the thing
booking
He
it.
wasn't doing it. It's not like he was like pressing on the gas to accelerate.
Y'all do realize there's throttles in planes,
Oh
right?
my goodness.
Do y'all? I mean, y'all saying like he put the plane up there and
He's
just like, all
just
right,
saying like he decided
let
to
it
do
do
80
what
and a
it does.
70.
Yeah, he wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna go really fast this time.
you can still move the plane faster. There are like speeds in the air.
Nah, man, no. It probably was an airstream, which worked to the advantage of the airplane.
Okay, and still they control that. They don't control the air.
Either
but
way,
they
it's
control
still
the
like a
plane
bus.
does.
I could be on a bus and the bus driver's booking it. I don't
Yeah,
care.
but on a bus, buses are rolling over bumps and stuff. It's not a flight is not full of bumps. You might hit some turbulence, but it in no way feels like you're on a bus when you're
Yes,
flying
it
in a plane.
does.
Yeah, it
Yes,
does.
In no way, shape, or form.
Barring the landing and taking off, it
It
feels just like
absolutely
a
does.
bus.
Unless you flew on a private jet, there's nothing great about a plane.
It's the best way to travel.
It was a
is really
6-hour
not.
flight,
Get up
and
there,
it was
it's
extremely
peaceful.
uncomfortable.
It is.
It's serene.
Look, some
Right,
airlines are
correct.
better than others. I flew on a lot of different ones.
Y'all must have flown Spirit or something.
No.
No, I've flown Frontier before, but I also flown Delta,
Frontier is also
Southwest,
trash.
Continental.
I
So
flew,
like
I flew Delta and United.
so I did United, Continental, Delta, Southwest. So like they're all about the same.
Yeah, nobody flies Spirit.
I know
Seems like a very bad idea.
You think Frontier like canceling everybody flights? I'm like,
Flying Spirit. Flying Spirit is like taking the Greyhound.
no,
Because
flying
cheap
Spirit
flying
is
Spirit
like
It's
is
overcrowded.
it's like
sliding in a
rolling.
cardboard box.
yeah. Physically rolling yourself on the ground. Hashtag not sponsored by Spirit Airlines. Spirit Airlines, they're the worst.
Well, I mean, Spirit is a decent airline. It's just that they charge you for everything.
Are
and,
they?
No.
Yeah,
Look,
no.
I've never been on Spirit, but I've been on
They are
Frontier.
decent.
You
They
can tell the
just charge for
difference.
everything. That's really like the worst difference that there is.
Well, you talking about you don't get your
But-
free snack?
Yeah, I know my first Delta flight was a
Yeah, you do.
small
You get
plane,
peanuts.
and I was like, I don't like this. I would rather be on the bigger plane.
Real talk, I don't get on small planes.
Like, I mean, like, obviously it was a airliner, but it was a
I
lot
don't get
smaller
small
than the
planes.
other jets.
Small planes crashes.
Yeah.
I want no part of
Well,
that.
I think they're talking about like personal planes.
Doesn't matter. If it's smaller than a 727, I don't want no part of it.
Okay. Any other picks in it?
Oh.
Or wait. Yes.
Yeah.
Are we not going to talk about when they was fighting in popcorn?
Oh.
Oh, in the corn? How's that a
Ignore that whole
nitpick?
scene. I mean, come on.
Oh yeah.
But we never talked
popcorn
about it.
Fight scene.
They
I
get on the
mean-
net. They fight in the air on the net. Then they fall, I don't know how many feet,
Yeah.
into the popcorn. And then now they're fighting
Again,
in
I was
popcorn.
like, okay, so Wesley Snipes' character is supposed to be like, I'm really not trying to kill him. Like, he didn't shoot him at the end.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, you're trying to knock him off of this net thing. I feel like you're trying
Yeah.
to kill him.
And then he grabs the gun. And then how does RDJ miss him? First of all, you like empty your clip and then only like shoot him like once in the arm. I'm like, how do you miss that?
It's hard to hit a target.
Isn't he a trained agent?
Yeah, he should have hit him.
He should've hit him.
I feel like that's why Tommy Lee Jones' character was looking at him like he did. Either that or it was the fact that you almost hit me. So,
I think
he
because
wasn't-
he
I mean-
almost hit Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah, he almost hit that cat a few times. So he's probably looking at him like, fool, you crazy? But he hit Wesley Snipes one good time. And then, yeah, he definitely unloaded the clip and hit every area around them, but not them.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense. Like, how do you miss that many times?
Good question. Maybe, again, maybe he was just frustrated. And it was-
Okay.
you know how that goes.
All right. So my last
When you shoot when
one
you're frustrated, you miss a lot.
was this gun. Like, this whole plan he had didn't make any sense. So, first of all, he has a big, shiny gun.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone knows you have a big, shiny gun. You killed Newman with that gun. The same gun that Wesley Snipes shot Tommy Lee Jones with. Did you really think they're not going to run that?
Yeah.
And trace it back to you?
Yeah.
Just, it didn't make any
Call it
sense.
what Tommy Lee Jones called it, or are we not allowed to say that?
Yeah, no.
No.
So
I
then
thought it
you
was a good
decide,
nickname.
I'm just going to get a new gun. Like, first of all, like, I'm not going to notice you just got a new gun. It just, that whole plan doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. It didn't make sense.
Well, he did tell him to get a new gun.
I don't know, but
you gotta get
that
in
was
the
your
middle of a
gun.
case.
You shot the other cop with your gun.
Yeah.
And then what was he planning? How was it evidence for Wesley Snipes?
Because he was saying Wesley Snipes had that gun.
He was trying to say he had it since the jungle or the swamp or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm like, my thing is like, we all know it's your gun. Then he like just filed the serial number all. Like, come on. Like, dude, that doesn't make
Yeah,
any sense.
that was kind of like rookie. Just file the serial number.
It's like me taking
I tried to have access to
the
other
VIN off of my car. It's
Right.
like, now you don't know it's
scratching
me.
it off.
But I'm still driving my car.
Yeah, just like, and then you're going to enter that gun into evidence. So as soon as they test that, they're going to know that's the same gun that shot Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah. After they test the gun for evidence, it would have been, yeah, not smart.
Nope.
Not smart at all.
Dumb.
All right, ratings for The Fugitive 2. It's a fugitive again.
Watch.
I thought it was Electric Boogaloo.
I changed it.
Yeah, The Fugitive 2, Electric Boogaloo. Like you said.
Fugitive 2, surprise, they're innocent.
Okay.
I would say watch while folding clothes.
Agreed.
Yeah, watch while folding clothes.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that was a clear answer for this. Watch while folding clothes with 3D rivals for U.S. Marshals. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you don't really have to watch this movie.
No, you don't. It's not. Like, The Fugitive is 100 times better.
The original Fugitive was way much better.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we rated that. I pay for that. Fugitive
absolutely.
Was good. Yeah. This one.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's Harrison Ford, so it's like, you know.
Yeah.
And that movie's just overall, it's just better.
Yeah.
And
I didn't kill my wife.
I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't care.
There were no really good lines in this movie. For
It
real.
wasn't.
Yeah, no, we didn't
It
get
wasn't.
that. We didn't get the I didn't shoot those
That's
Asians.
Yeah.
I don't
care.
They should have just did that. Hey, how come we didn't get a dummy getting thrown off of a waterfall?
We didn't. Oh, I guess I should have mentioned, like, when he swings on a rope and then, like, hops onto that train, the subway. Someone really did that.
Yeah.
I was
wow.
like,
I can see that being possible if the train wasn't
wire
moving
work.
at full speed, obviously.
yeah, but I'm thinking, like, New York let y'all do that?
They do it for Spider-Man.
Oh, they just let people hop on the subway like that? I'm going to try it next time I'm in New York.
That's if you pay them.
I mean, yeah, if you pay them. It was probably
sure if you
out
pay 'em,
of
they should be able.
service car or whatnot, and they have a certain speed that it drove at. While the stuntman risks his life.
Right, as he swings from a building onto him.
I'm like, I feel like they don't get paid enough, man.
Nah, they don't.
I'm like, no.
Like, you know, in
Not at all.
Captain America Civil War, when they're all like running faster than the cars, the stuntmen were being pulled, like they were on, like it's like this tarp being pulled behind a truck. So the truck's going 40 miles an hour and they're running on the tarp that's going 40 miles an hour. So that's why they were running faster than the other cars, because they actually were. Because if the ground is moving fast, you know, whatever. But I'm like, man, that seems super dangerous.
Could be.
Yeah.
I would not want to do that.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all couldn't
It'd be
just
fun if I was sure I wouldn't die, but seeing as how I'm not sure that I won't die, yeah.
y'all couldn't just do it in 2 takes, like have me run past and then speed up my take running past. to make me look like I'm running faster.
I'm sure
No,
they've
it's not
done
really.
that before, but it's not the same. Saying.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I mean, it really did look like guys running faster than cars, so sure. Yeah. All right. Well, that's all our thoughts on The Fugitive 2. It's a fugitive again, but innocent, of course.
Okay, that's a mouthful.
So if you guys want to reach out to us, you can. Let us know what you thought about movies like this if you've watched it at some point.
What?
What?
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't know if people have watched U.S. Marshal.
Probably not.
Oh.
Maybe they have, but probably just not a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, leave a comment anyway. Say the Wesley Snipes, Wesley Snipes? I don't
What?
What's going on?
leave a comment on the video. It helps us. Make sure you subscribe and leave a like as well. Also, leave a review of the podcast if you're listening to this in the podcast version. We definitely appreciate reviews. You can reach out to us on Facebook. It's facebook.com/3drivals. And we're on Gmail too. 3drivals@gmail.com. With that being said, thank you so much for listening and watching. Peace out.